Alrighty guys, we're back for some human aggro, and this is a Dominaria United Standard Brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. We got a ton of stuff packed into this build, so I'm going to go ahead and start going over it right away. First of all, Plaza of Heroes. This is a new land where it taps for a colorless, or you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a legendary spell, or you can tap and add 1 mana of any color from among legendary permanents you control, or, lots on this card, you can pay 3 mana, tap it, and exile Plaza of Heroes. Target legendary creature gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. I gotta be real with you guys, I think this land is gonna shape the way we build decks for a little while, because this deck was originally gonna be soldiers, but as I was putting the soldiers together, I was like, you know what, I might as well start off with humans because there's so many great humans here. And then I was like, you know what? There's not a lot of ways to put together this mana base, so I should probably go the legendary route and have Plaza of Heroes because this land is insane. So we have a bunch of legendaries packed in here too. We got a couple Chaplain of Alms. Now, there's a lot of ways to buff this card, and I do like having this in a deck that knows how to buff an entire board. Meanwhile, cards on the top end like Halana, we got 3 of these, can also buff this quite well, mainly because of that first strike, but also the ward 1 goes a long way, and the disturb cost is actually pretty decent. If you have nothing else, disturbing this for 4 mana comes back as a flying first strike, and each creature you control has ward 1. Dang, dude, I don't know, it's pretty good. We got 4 hopeful initiates, of course, just an incredible human. 4 Guardian of New Benalia. So this is a new one, a 2-drop 2/2 with Enlist. And what Enlist does is as this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. They really held back this keyword, didn't they? When you do, add its power to this creature, to this creature's power until the end of turn. So yeah, it's all right. Enlist seems like it could do a thing here and there, maybe. When Guardian of New Benalia enlists a creature, you scry 2. Oh, okay, scry 2. I mean, any amount of scry, I always say don't underestimate it in aggro builds. I always say it with Play with Fire, and it's the same case here. I think that scry 2 can do a lot. Then you can, this is just another ability on the card because the card itself is actually stacked. Discard a card, Guardian of New Benalia, gains indestructible until the end of turn, tap it. So a great way to save itself from some removal. It seems pretty good, but we'll see. We got 2 Intrepid Adversaries. Being able to buff a wide board state is going to be important in this deck. 3 Thalias. Yeah, it's legendary and a human, and we only have 1 non-creature spell in this deck, so this is really just going to be slowing down the opponent. Our 1 non-creature spell is a Valorous Stance. We know that Indestructible does a lot, and also, sometimes you need more removal in builds, so toughness 4 or greater, yeah, it's a lot of creatures. We have 2 Baird? I have no idea how to pronounce this guy's name. Either way, the Argivian recruiter, I apologize for the name pronunciations, guys. 2 mana, 2/2, legendary creature. It's got Boros colors up there. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. That's going to be so easy in here, guys. It's going to be so easy. Whether you're just buffing the entire board state with an adversary, or getting the training through on the hopeful initiate, or even enlisting the Guardian, because the enlist is until end of turn, not till the end of combat, so I'm pretty sure that'll work, because at the beginning of your end step, yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll get you a soldier too, so great way to go wide here, and gonna be very easy to get those soldiers. We have 2 Katildas. You might want 3 of these, honestly, but I was thinking about it, and the reason I have like 2 of each of these and then the 3 Thalias, first of all, I think Thalia's just gonna do a lot more, especially against decks like meat hook decks and stuff like that. But if you have two of these in your hand already, two Katildas in your hand and two recruiters, you really don't want to top deck that third one, because like that's just really bad. Even if your opponent is removing everything every other turn, yeah, I don't know, but Katilda's gonna be pretty good in here, so maybe we want three. We'll go over that more in the final thoughts, of course. So Selesnya colors up there, 2-drop 1/1 protection from werewolves, which I did see some werewolves on the ladder, so that might come in handy. Human creatures you control have a tap it, add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors. Yeah, you could empty your whole hand if you do it right with Katilda. So then for 6 mana, which isn't that bad, believe it or not, especially since you can tap your creatures down for that. For 6 mana, you can tap this, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So another way to buff an entire board state. So very cool. In the 3 drops, we got 4 Brutal Cathars naturally. It's a human and it's removal. And it's removal that doesn't get slowed down by Thalia. So I don't know, man. It looks like aggro is going to be pretty powerful. And so like all the aggro decks probably rocking the play with fires and the lightning strikes, and even the decks that aren't aggressive have a bunch of removal. We'll see how good Brutal Cathar actually ends up being here in this new format. We have 3 Adelines because it's incredible. We have 1 Risona Asari Commander. So this is a card you might not see often. It's from Neon Dynasty. It's 3 mana, 3/3 with haste. Oros colors up there. So whenever Risona deals combat damage to a player, if it doesn't have indestructible counter on it, put an indestructible counter on it. Oh, nice. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you, remove an indestructible counter from Risona. So yeah, it seems pretty good. I wanted to test one of them in here. I don't think you really want more than one, and I think the haste can go a long way as well. Here's another new one. King Darien or Darien, the 48th. I looked this up to make sure that I was doing the numerals right there. So 3 mana, 2/3. It's got Selesnya colors up there. So other creatures you control get +1/+1. Yeah, just other creatures. Okay. So speaking of easy to get soldiers with the Baird here, or Baird, geez, man, I don't even know. I gotta go read a book or something, you know? So yeah, just a terrific card. It might get removed to a lot, but I really like this. So for 5 mana, 3 green and a white, you can put a +1/+1 counter on King Darien and create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. You can sacrifice King Darien. Creature tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. There's actually a lot more ways to get creature tokens in here than you'd think. From the king ability to the recruiter's ability, Adeline's ability as well. It gets you tokens too. So yeah, that could come in handy. I don't think it will very often, but it very well might. On the very top end, we have 3 Hallandals, the real reason to actually splash red in here. But the other cards with red is, they're going to be pretty good too. But Hallandal's just ridiculous, and you guys know it. So being able to slap those counters onto anything and then just like continue swinging in, maybe you're continuing to get the training ability on the Hopeful Initiate. We know what Hopeful Initiate did back when Luminarch was in the format. And just being able to put those counters on other creatures, then swing in and let the Initiates just do their thing. Yeah, Hallandal's going to be an MVP in here for sure. Then a couple Sigardas here. We got a 4 mana angel 4/4 flying trample. Humans you control get +1/+1. So just a ton of ways in the deck to just buff our whole board and be happy about it. So it has Coven as well if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Look at the top 5 cards. Oh, when it attacks, my apologies. So when you attack in with this, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a human creature card from among them and put it into your hand. I'm sorry, I'm butchering all this reading here. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think you want 3 of them though. You could totally, but honestly, if you're gonna have 3 of these, you might as well just go up to 4 Hallandals. That's my theory on that. But The mana base. I went over Plaza. We have 4 Thran Portals as well. This is a new one. So Thran Portal enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. As Thran Portal enters the battlefield, choose a basic land type. Thran Portal is the chosen type in addition to its other types. Mana abilities Thran Portal cost an additional 1 life to activate. So yeah, it's going to be pretty terrific in these 3-color decks, guys. Just being able to play this out as green, red, or white. Bro, that's actually insane. A couple Jetmir's Garden, as well as 3 Farmlands and 3 Sundown Pass. Hopefully, the mana base doesn't slow us down too much. There is a reason why I'm actually just rocking a basic Forest and Mountain, because I didn't want to have any more slow lands, especially for the early game. But it's definitely, like, you want a lot of plains for sure, because we're essentially just splashing the red and splashing the green, and then hoping Plaza of Heroes lets us play everything out properly. We got a ton of honorable mentions, guys. Sun Gold Sentinel. Yeah, it's not legendary, but it's a great human. Extraction Specialist. Same concept. Wedding Announcement. Also same concept. And it might be a little slow for what we're trying to do in this particular build, but you guys know I like Wedding Announcement in specific aggro brews. So Briar Bridge Tracker, great human, not legendary. I really wanted to go the legendary route here. Hamlet, same concept. Torrens is legendary, but I also think this one's too slow, and the training is harder than you would think, because this dies to so much. On turn 3, if you drop Torren and it just dies to a play with fire, you're pretty sad about it. And if this had haste or something, then that would be a completely different ball game. But Mirror Box, yeah, it could be cool in here, but it's probably too slow for what we're doing. Cemetery Protector with these amazing 4-drops. There's no room for Protector, unfortunately, and it's also not legendary. A Johnny Sleeper Agent. Now this one could be really cool here, but it might also be too slow for what we're trying to do. We'll see. And if we end up needing more removal, then a card we might want to consider is March of the Otherworldly Light, since we can essentially, we can take out tokens for just 1 mana, and there might be a lot of tokens floating about, but I don't know. It's probably better than a Fateful Absence in this particular build especially. Okay, guys, that took me forever to go over, and I apologize for that. Either way, let's go ahead and take it into some ranked and see how we do. We'll see if we can get right into the first match here. 8 seconds, not too bad. It's about the same as it was a couple weeks ago too, when I had the theory that less and less people were playing the closer we were getting to rotation. So maybe it's not that at all. Okay, I don't like the hand, but it's also not bad, so we're gonna play it. Oh great. Oh great. Esper colors are the ones that make me sweat the most, so we'll see here, huh? Hey, great draw. Getting the Guardian is great. So nothing's sticking or anything, so it's not... what's the new one? Cut Down? Yeah, Cut Down seems like pretty good removal. Okay... We have a 5-color brew over there, guys. Uh-oh, it's gonna be 5-color control. Okay, we gotta go fast. We gotta go fast, guys. There's no other options for us. You know what? Adeline's pretty good. We got really good draws here. I like that over the Brutal Cathar. We're getting the training on the Initiate, and if they double block Guardian, we can just discard a card to protect it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like a really good lineup here. What? Oh, they're gonna have us discard a card. I wonder if we just let the Guardian die. Valorous Stance could really come in handy. I'm gonna ditch the Seat of the Empire. No, let's ditch the, yeah, let's ditch the Hopeful Initiate. Here's why. If they are rocking 5-color control, we know that the Indestructible could come in handy. We also think, if you're thinking of like all the other tokens they could rock on the Sunset Revelry, or with a Wandering Emperor as well. Yeah, they can get Samurai tokens and such. So the good news is Adeline doesn't tap down, so that's not what they hit with the Wandering Emperor. So let's keep it all open. If we swing with all of them, it's better than enlisting the Guardian, because we know that they exile the Guardian with an Emperor. Well, they might not. I think it's still a full swing. Even though the enlist Scry 2 could go a long way, we're swinging right into an Emperor here, so... let's see what they end up doing. Because they can't hit Adeline because of the Vigilance. They go for the Initiate. Okay. Yeah. The Initiate is a goner. Down to 14, and the opponent slowed us down a little bit. Do we play the Plains? I suppose we play the Plains. We save Brutal. I'm scared, guys. We have no idea what we're actually playing against right now. It looks like 5-color control. Oh. Oh, that looks awful. Wait a minute. It just Ward 2? Domain, whenever it deals combat damage. Oh, we could take that out with a Valorous Stance. Oh, nice. Very nice. Let's do that. Look at us. Would you look at us? So, destroy target creature. Yes, target it. Pay the 2. Resolve. Auto pay. Very nice. They're tapped out as well. So we get to... We'll swing at the opponent's face if we want to. Thran Portal. Ew. How much damage do we got? We got 3, 8, 10. So we should definitely swing at the Emperor this turn too. Whoop. Do not... What was that? Attack. Looks like it gives you the option to attack or enlist there. At opponent's face. Okay. Opponent's down to 6, and I feel like there's going to be a board wipe soon. I really think... This is funny, guys. We're drawing like... It's like it wants us to be mono white. That's what it feels like. Get this down on green. And I'm not playing my Brutal Cathar. It really feels like a board wipe. The fact that the opponent didn't concede or anything like that. They have 5 mana open. Fable. Okay, Brutal Cathar takes that token. They're gonna need some removal here. I'm sorry I'm playing slow, opponent. I apologize for that. I always play a lot slower. So this looks like removal. Or not. Okay, GG. I was gonna say, they need to remove the Adeline before we swing and get the extra 1, because then it was gonna be 6 no matter what. Well, nice. Okay, onwards to the next game. Yeah, whenever a format is new, we like never know what we're up against. You can kind of tell with certain cards. Like, we knew the Wandering Emperor was open, and if it wasn't, we would have been shocked, you know? Other than that, bro, I have no idea what else was in the opponent's deck overall. And I have no idea if we just got lucky there too. Ooh, ooh, slow, very slow. And the opponent goes first. Ah, but it's a good hand other than the land. All right, let's try it. Start with a garden. Ooh, no, oh no, more slow land. Oh no, oh, werewolf's about to About to peel this deck apart. Maybe not. They didn't have a turn 2. Let's get the Chaplain of Alms down because it blocks the pack leader so well. First strike and ward, so if they want to lightning strike it or something, they'd have to pay the ward cost. Maybe that's why they kept that open. Reckless Stormseeker, nice. Yeah, we got some werewolves. It's like I said, we've been seeing werewolves on the ladder. That's fun. Yeah, Brutal Cathar probably just gets killed immediately. So if we take a little bit of extra damage here, we get the Thalia down. We get the Initiate down. I'm going to keep the Chaplain as a blocker. We didn't go first here, so we're not exactly the ones who should be aggressive until we can take over the board state, I think. Even though, yeah, they probably would have taken the 1. I don't know what that 1 would have done, you know? We got a pretty great hand. We just want to get Thalia down before the Cathar, because, yeah, exactly. Now maybe the Brutal Cathar can survive. We just take the 3 here. Down to 12. Valorous Stance is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Thalia dying, that was a good choice from the opponent, because now we can't buff the Initiate. And they probably trade here. I still think it's going to be Brutal Cathar take the Stormseeker. Even though if they kill Brutal Cathar, they can give Stormseeker... Oh, that seems pretty bad too. We take a little bit more damage. Maybe it doesn't get removed. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see if they end up trading here. I think they take the 2. Okay, because if they traded with Initiate, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. If we waited one more turn to find a land or something, maybe the Valorous Stance could have been open for the Brutal Cathar. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that could have been pretty good too. But waiting too long, yeah, if they found a 4th mana and something to give haste. Like, you know, drop a Hallandal, give it haste. Give those counters to the pack leader in full swing, like that would have been nasty. I'm assuming werewolves... Oh, this might just be Gruul. I was gonna say, I'm assuming werewolves might still top off on... Yeah, second lightning strike. Ah, man. We were kind of expecting it. I was just hoping they didn't have it this time round. Yeah, we'll take the 3 again, so not being able to buff the Initiates is very, very slow. And it's not working out in our favor for sure. Keeping Valorous Stance open is probably the best bet here, and I think getting a 5th mana down is 100% okay in this deck. Yeah, this one's not looking as clean. So if I would have taken the pack leader, it doesn't really matter. They still would have had the Stormseeker to give haste to the Beastcaller. Fable. Yeah, this is just Gruul. I thought it was werewolves, but yeah, this looks like Gruul aggro. Doesn't look like mid-range to me. Aggro, yeah. Nice. Alright, I don't know how we get around this. The Beastcaller still doesn't have the 4. We do some trades here. Okay. We take the 7. Yeah, I don't know, guys. If we... Any trades? Indestructible on the Recruiter does get us one of them. Beastcaller's not the greatest to hit because they can redistribute the counter. I guess we take this out. It has trample too, though. Oh no. Alright, let's chump. It'll look something like this. And we'll give Indestructible to the Recruiter. Because I think, unfortunately, I think we're out of this one. Oh, Lightning Strike. Oh, how could you? I don't know if Brutal Cathar was the correct thing to do there, honestly. But bring this back and play the Hopeful Initiate we drew. We could also swing, and we'll actually get a soldier too. Actually, it's still not looking great for us, but that's pretty good. We do this before combat. Oh no, yeah, they have such an easy block. They don't know what's in our hand. They probably take this, right? Just take it. Just take it, opponent. Come on now. Come on. No, no, no. Well, we tried. Let's go ahead. Goblin Shaman. Goblin Shaman's gone. You know what? If we would have gone Pack Leader, we could have killed their Fable of the Mirror Breaker with one of these abilities. That's okay though. Yeah, the plan there was, unfortunately, they kept Stormseeker back. The plan there would have been pretty cool because the Initiates would have had the buff, which means we could have got the 1/1 soldier. Which, by the way, these aren't human soldiers; these are just soldiers. That's something I should have went over. Somehow it took me 12 minutes to go over the deck, but I still forgot to mention that. There was a lot packed into the deck, though. Yeah, getting rid of that trample was pretty necessary last turn, and there's probably a lot they can top deck here. Oh, we get to take out. We have the option to kill the Stormseeker. We lose both of our cards, though. It's so bad. It really is. Yeah, we better try it. We better take it out while we can is the thing. There's a few things we could draw. We could draw our Angel, and having that power in the air. Yeah, not a Thran Portal though. That's pretty bad. Let's go on Plains. And hold back. We're forced to chump here. Yeah, the land was really bad. Really, really bad. And it was a Kamano that they had in hand too. So if we would have taken the damage, we're actually forced to block here. Oof. Oof. Gruul really, really beating us up right now, unfortunately. Hey! It's a cool draw. We're just gonna swing in and give it to them, though. Gonna swing in and drop the GGs. Oh, guys, I got the new... Here, wait, good game. I got the new emote. Look at how funny this is. I love it. This has to be one of the best emotes, right? That has to be one of the greatest. Oh man. Alright, 50% total win rate so far for the deck. Let's get into the next one. We usually, if we have time, we let the opponent swing in because of the incredibly annoying quest where you have to attack with creatures. And usually by the time you get enough creatures to attack with, the opponents concede. I know the struggle, so... And then, you know, sometimes you actually just don't have enough time in a day to get a quest done, so... Usually, if we have extra time, then we let them swing on in. Yeah, guys, hopefully we can get a lot more games in, because I really want to test the concept of like these 3-color aggro builds where Plaza of Heroes should just kind of shape the way the build goes. Like, this isn't a bad hand, but are we ever going to see the 3rd mana? Yeah, probably. We have 24 in here, so we'll try it. Pretty good. We actually don't have a turn 2 though until we see a mana. Okay, there we go. So we start with the mountain here, because it depends what we draw, and we don't want to get Thran Portal down on white unless we 100% have to. Anything after turn 2, though, it does come out untapped, so. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. Looks like we gotta go get the Guardian down here. Plaza of Heroes lets us cast Adeline next turn. Or king. Or commander. Honestly. A stacked hand, but everything cost a lot of mana, unfortunately. Oh, ramping right into the oddity. Oh no, guys, not again. Yeah, let's take the 4. Oh no, is this what it's like to go second? No, I'm just teasing, guys. Although yesterday, I think we did go first often. We could get 5 through, but we are getting in the danger zone. I think Adeline's the best bet. We wouldn't have to take a damage here if we went commander, though. No, yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. Never mind. Getting cards confused. Yeah, let's hope they don't ramp into a 5-drop here. It's gonna be very scary. New meta is always a little scary, though, but it's also really exciting. You guys know what I mean? Oh, tail swipe. Oh, no. Oh no. This is a new card that's Blizzard Brawl. It's not actually Blizzard Brawl, but yeah, it's gonna do a thing, isn't it? 9 damage. Oh man. Oh, there is some power over there. Hey, we can go into Champion of Light to actually block an oddity, but we're at 5. So the lifelink on the adversary is probably better. Trample gets through though. Go back up to 9. What's the odds that they just have another tail swipe? Adeline's pretty good, or Hallandal's pretty good. Could buff the Guardian and save it as a blocker and then give it indestructible. Still forced to block. There are a lot of options here, guys. Let's go with the Hallandal route, because Hallandal can block well too, except we have to go down to 4 since we're using the Thran Portal. That's tough business, guys. Oddity is very, very strong. A couple of them, and removing my Adeline. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get there, but we might. We've been doing our best to defend ourselves the last couple games, really showing the power of these aggressive decks that the opponents are running right now. Okay, so we have to block here. We can take 3, but then we won't be able to do anything next turn. But I kind of want to get the lifelink buff. What do you guys think? Take 3 and hope they don't have anything in hand? It's not like Snakeskin Veil's in the format anymore, right? So if 5 mana open. Yeah, let's risk it. Let's do it. Like, we're already struggling pretty hardcore. Let's go ahead and discard the commander since we are not the aggressors here. 1 oddity down, and we're down to 1. The tracker comes down. Okay. If we could top deck a land, so that way we don't have to tap down Thran Portal for our adversary, we might be able to get there with this lifelink. We could still Hallandal the adversary. We could still do that. Brybridge does not have trample. They get to power up a land next turn if they want to. Right, so it looks like we gotta go adversary because we need the lifelink. Actually, wait, hold on now. Hold on. If I would have... No, we can't play the champion. Never mind. We have to decline because Thran Portal's gonna kill us. Nice. Intrepid Adversary. The life link on this might be enough to save us. No attacks. We can't play Thalia either. Yeah, mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional 1 life to activate, so we are kind of stuck there. Going down to 1. But we wanted to save the Halana to buff the lifelink ability. See, if we didn't do that, and we blocked with Halana and we had more life, then we would have a 4-2 adversary instead of a 5-3. And that one might go a long way. Uh-oh. Another tail swipe? Yeah, okay. They tapped for the Who Endures. They're gonna power up the Oddity. Woohoo, buddy. All right. We are struggling to stay alive, but we're still here, I think. First of all, this has trample now. We got to take out the Oddity for sure. So we go block, block, take that out. We're gonna gain 5. We're gonna take 1, 4. So we'll be down to 2. How do you guys feel about that? Keep Halana alive? This is ridiculous, guys. This is ridiculous. Let's get rid of the Thalia. I don't think Thalia's gonna do a lot here. And I want to keep the Guardian. Unfortunately, the adversary going, and then we gain 5 here. Unfortunately, the adversary dying is pretty bad. Hey, now we found the land. Oh, man. So King is pretty good. Buffs the Halana, and then it can buff itself, but so's the, yeah, let's go King. King's pretty good. I was thinking if we put those counters into the Guardian, it becomes an even better blocker, but because we can keep giving it indestructible, we can't risk a swing, guys. We're at 2, and like we still don't know what mono green looks like entirely. What it looks like is really powerful and really fast, but we are starting to reestablish a board state here. Another adversary off the top would be incredible. Their Oddity can't swing in because Halana is just running away with this game. So the Champion of Light is going to smack this board and just be ridiculous. Brutal Cathar! Oh man! That is a good draw. What do we hit? Did we learn our lesson about taking hasty creatures and grab the Gala Greeters instead? Champion of Light is probably better than the Cathar, though. 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. If they remove the Cathar, is it really the end of the world? It might be, I suppose. Let's take the Oddity. And let's get this above a tail swipe range. I don't think we can attack. I think we still have to maintain a board state. A little bit ridiculous, isn't it, guys? A little bit ridiculous. Maybe we should start swinging with the Guardian, but Titan of Industry. I thought this was an aggro deck. Oh my goodness. They might just have one Titan of Industry on the very, very top end. That might be what's going on here. This looks like it's going to be the longest match of the season so far. Oh, Plaza of Heroes, nice. Honestly, any land that isn't the Thran Portal right now is not that bad. Especially since Plaza can eventually give Indestructible too. So Titan of Industry has reach, which means the Champion of Light just doesn't swing in just yet. Well, 9? Maybe we swing. They block this shield counter dies. Potentially get a human into our hand. But we're at 2. Yeah, without lifelink or something, without life gain, we have to continue to hold back. So, especially since this has trample too. Yeah, we're gonna go no attacks. Oh, it feels so bad. But the second the opponent gives us an opening, this could be a ton of damage. but the reach on the Titan and the shield counter makes it just not worth swinging in. What is even happening right now? This looks like the battle between two mid-range decks. That's what this looks like. The battle between two mid-range builds. I guess it shows a little bit of power on our side from being able to actually sustain ourselves, even though we went second. Right? It's been such a long match. Yeah, we didn't go first, right? Bro, I don't even know anymore. A lot of you guys know that one of the big reasons I play aggro is the longer the games go on, the more my brain starts to tune out. Yeah, go back up to 19, because why not at this point? Hopefully the opponent just stops drawing stuff eventually. Maybe like top deck some land or something. Yeah, if they slip up at all, if they swing with even the tiniest little thing, even the Titan of Industry, yeah, like it's like neither of us can successfully attack in. Oh no, guys. Oh, the land. Oh, we died. Yeah, they went wide enough to where now they can full swing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full swing from the opponent is going to get 2 through no matter what. Is there a way for us to win? None of them have trample, right? The Scry 2 on the Guardian. Maybe we should have enlisted this a few times, guys. Maybe that could have done something. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think we are officially dead. They can block the... Sigarda, Champion of Light has trample. That's right. That's right. All right, let's do it. At least the trample will get through on the Titan. Oh, maybe we should have done that last turn then. No, they could have swung. Hold up. Hold up. King can make a soldier. King can make a soldier. Yeah, we're not dead. Oh, that could have been bad. This is ridiculous. If we can get the Champion of Light's trample high enough to just take out the opponent, maybe we can get there. Oh, I almost missed that, guys. Hey, maybe the Brutal Cathar can start taking things too. We just have to somehow switch it back to daytime with no cards in hand, though. This is actually an insane game. I'm actually having a lot of fun here. Power up some lands. They're getting sick and tired of waiting. Let's see what these blocks end up looking like. Oh, yeah, the lands have 3. That's right. Oh, GG. Can we get lifelink on anything? I gotta make sure. Yeah, no, since the lands are 3, 3's going through no matter what then. I'm still gonna block this out for sure. Yeah, 3's going through no matter what. Hey, great game, opponent. Very good game. Except I'm gonna drop my new favorite emote. That emote is just way too good, guys. It's way too good. Oh man, hey, 33% total win rate. The games were really slow for some reason. I had a ton of fun though, man. I love the beginning of like after rotation. It's so good. It's like you really don't know what the opponents are playing. Everything's like a little bit of a surprise. I wish we could have gotten more games in, but that's okay. This deck was pretty fun. Plaza of Heroes is going to be your MVP land for sure, 100%. You guys saw Thran Portal actually holding us back there a little bit in the final game, where that 1 damage actually is a lot. So something to note, if we are going to see a lot more aggro, we saw Gruul, then we saw Mono Green, and they just ran through us. Now, I believe both of them went first, so we were already having to defend. But if that's the case, and that's like happening every other game, more Intrepid Adversaries, more lifelink. Like, you guys saw how that lifelink actually kept us in that game, and at any moment, maybe we would have found a way through. them dropping the Titan of Industry, if that was mono green aggro, my assumption is that's like a one of Titan of Industry on the top end. But of course, we don't know exactly what the opponent was playing. They could have just been playing mono green ramp and just happened to have a very aggressive start too. So yeah, if you are running into a lot of aggro, then more adversaries or just more ways to gain life in general is probably something you want to look into. What else? I don't really know. King Darien the 48th was freaking sick. Of course, Halana and Sigarda were awesome, as well as Adeline. We already know all those cards are awesome. We didn't really get to see the commander come into play, but that's okay. I still think it's worth a one of in here, but more testing is definitely required. Like, no doubt. Only 3 games. We have no idea. We have no clue if this deck is good. You know what, though? Guardian was pretty good. Being able to give this indestructible was pretty good. Like, for real. And being able to buff it with Halana. Just like, yeah, there's a lot. Also, if you guys saw a way through in that last game, please let me know in the comments, because like I was really searching for it, but whenever there's new cards, you know, it takes a second to learn, and it does take a second to see. I'm not the kind of person who can just read the card and then just know exactly what to do with every single card in that deck. I'm more so like, I gotta play with it and then see like, oh, this is how this interacts. Oh, okay, you know? And so, yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to see, so definitely let me know in the comments so I can learn faster. Brutal Cathar was actually still good, even though it was pretty easy for the opponents to remove. It's gonna come down to, what on earth is this meta gonna look like? Like, seriously, what's it gonna look like? And is Brutal Cathar gonna be worth it, or is it gonna get removed the first turn every time? We'll see. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.